coming live to you from my car. I'm here with all of my kids. But I did want to come on here just to talk a little bit with you guys because I feel like I don't ever do this. And this is the energy that I'm getting with the full moon that's coming up in Virgo. I feel like I may need to step out of my comfort zone a little bit, and this has always been kind of outside of my comfort zone. I like to kind of hide behind the screen and be like in the background helping that way, but I think that it's much needed right now, especially with the work that I'm trying to cultivate and what I'm trying to achieve and bring out to the world and, you know, put out there and stuff. I think this element is missing. So anyway, excuse the kids, I hope it's not too distracting, but this is my life, right? I'm a mom of 3, so it's hard for me to have like any time alone. Some of the things that I wanted to mention and bring up: really look at the details. How are you showing up, and how are you using your energy? This is, I think, the main things that people have to start really like paying attention to. And it's like really subtle, like the really subtle small things. And I know a lot of this might sound repetitive because I feel like I'm always saying, like, you know, you have to release, you have to see the destructive patterns, you have to notice these things in order to successfully release it, you know, and shed that layer. And with every new moon and full moon, it sounds like I'm saying the same shit, but really, if you think about it, it's layers, you know, like everything is layers. You're not just gonna do something one time and then be like free from it. It's like you're doing it little by little. You're taking this layer off, and then once you do that, then you're taking another layer off, and you're peeling another layer off until you get to, I mean, really, there's no ending, right? Like, you're always going to need to improve. There's always going to be something to work on. It's like once you reach a certain level, then you see, okay, like, what do I need to do on this level? Like, you leveled up from here, but then to level up more, you have to, you know, so it's like a never-ending cycle. So yeah, that's what I'm getting with that. So I think what's really, really needed, something I wanted to talk about, is we need to really start taking care of ourselves, okay? We live right now in a day and age where I think information is becoming a lot more readily accessible, readily available. People are finally becoming more receptive to the truth. You know, back then when I first started becoming like healthy or whatever, it was really hard like to shop for healthy foods. Like, we literally would have to go like to specific health food stores to get certain things. Like, they wouldn't have it in like just Publix or Target or Walmart or whatever. Like, you had to specifically go to a specialized food store, whereas today you can shop healthy anywhere. So it shows that the demand for health is definitely increased, and it's definitely there. It's a time where people are really finally starting to awaken to, okay, I need to eat healthy, I need to take care of myself, I need to, you know, make sure I'm keeping up with myself, because that is a form of self-care, and that's a form of self-love. You guys good?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's awkward because I'm in a parking lot, and then when there's people like staring at you, you feel a little teensy weensy bit dumb. But this is important, so I have to keep going. So like I was saying, we have to take care of ourselves. Like, right now more than ever, we have to take care of ourselves. The information is there, is readily available. All you have to do, I mean, we all are walking around with like a computer in our hand. So whenever you want to research something, or whenever, you know, you're unsure, you have everything you need. You have all the tools right available to you to be an informed individual and know what to do. So take care of yourself, eat right, and, you know, because that's number one. That's the first step, is health. Health is number one, and it always will be, and it always has been, because without health, you can't achieve anything else. Like, you can't live your truest path, your purpose. Like, you can't function. You need to have the health first. Health is wealth. If you're not eating right, you're not thinking right. All of these cliche sayings, they're real, they're true. You need to have health first. That's number one. So make sure that the products that you're using, the products you're applying on your skin, the makeup you're using, especially if you're someone that you use makeup every single day, if you're using hair products every day, your deodorant, your lotions, all of these self-care products, you need to be careful with what you're using. A lot of these things they can have heavy metals, they can have bad chemicals that are seeping in through your skin, affecting your health. So it's not only what you eat, it's what you are exposing yourself to. If you can help it, because some things, you can't help it. Like when you leave your house and you walk outside and that air that you're breathing, if it's toxic, what are you going to do? Stay inside because the air is toxic? No. So that type of stuff, you can't help it. So if you want to try to minimize the toxic load that you're exposing yourself to, do what you can. Take control in those areas that you're able to take control in, like in the stuff that you buy, in your personal care products, the food that you're eating. And I want to make a separate video on supplements that I'm recommending, but like just to touch on it a little bit, support your immune system. Try to help your body naturally get rid of any heavy metals that it can be exposed to by taking stuff like spirulina and chlorella, which are really good for those things. Just eating healthy antioxidants. These are also things that can help you get rid of or reverse the damage that you would get from toxic chemicals and stuff that can just get into your system. Take care of how you're eating, guys. Take care of the stuff that you're using. This is the time to be aware. Like, that's it. There's no... of course, there's still those people that are unaware. And if you are genuinely unaware, learn. Okay, it's all out there. Like, they're literally putting the stuff on the news finally. I remember when I first came out with this type of lifestyle, like, people would make fun of me. They would say I'm being extreme, I'm being limiting, I'm a fear monger, all of this stuff. But now a lot of the same stuff is finally coming out on the news and finally coming out, and it's being exposed for what it is. Not too long ago, glyphosate was found finally to be a proven substance that causes cancer, and this is a chemical that can be found in like so many foods. It's a pesticide. The one that I'm specifically referring to is I saw a couple days ago on the news. They said how a lot of these fruit juices have heavy metals in them, and to try to have your child drink water, have them kind of limit their juice intake, because if they drink these juices, these conventional brands that you find in Welch's, Pepsi, all of these brands that account for a lot of these juices, conventional juices that people are buying and drinking, thinking it's safe for their kids. It's not. And it's coming out that on the news, like in your face blatantly, instead of you having to go and do your own research and kind of like just put two and two together. Now they're blatantly telling people like, yeah, these juices have heavy metals, please cut back, because it's a high amount that you can be exposing yourself to, and these heavy metals can cause a lot of dysfunction within the body, a lot of organ failures and cancer, aside from the high sugar content. That's a whole different story. Now it's finally all coming out, whereas like back in the day people would say, oh no, that's not true, a lot of us people that are healthy and that speak out about health and that speak out about products and what to buy and inform yourself and learn about the ingredients and all of the stuff, it's because we know, like, we did the research, and it was we discovered these things, and we were just trying to kind of like put awareness on it, put a spotlight on it. And everybody wants to call you crazy when you do that, everybody wants to be like, oh, you're just crazy, like that's not true, until you're proven right. So don't become one of these statistics. You know, we live in a day and age where information is right there in your face. It's you have a smartphone in your hand every single day. You can literally look up everything. So don't fall victim when all the information is right there. Don't be too lazy to do the work. Don't be too lazy to do the work. You know, I was having a conversation with someone, and we were talking about, because the person I was having a conversation with is kind of like trying to discover like what path they want to take, if they want to live a more, you know, religious life, or if they want to be more on the spiritual side. And they literally said, because they're leaning more towards, you know, the religious side, and they literally said to me, it's just easier. Because at least there's like a blueprint, there's like a guideline that you follow, whereas with spirituality, it's like you have to kind of do your own research, and you have to learn everything by yourself, and how do you really know? And it's just too much, it's too overwhelming. And oh my God, Zen. But I understand, like I totally get it, but it just shows you like the perception that people have, you know, that they just want things to be easy. They want someone to give them like, here, this is exactly what you have to do step by step. Here, this is all of the information that you need. Like, people don't want to go out there and look and research and connect the dots and connect the pieces, and you know, and it sucks. Like, it's sad. But I think that's the way that we have been raised, and the system that we've been a part of. That's the type of people it created, and you really have to try to break free from that, because not everything is going to be handed to you and presented to you in your face for what it is. Like, there's going to be some things that you definitely need to build discernment for. You need to know for yourself. And yeah, but yeah, pretty much take care of yourself, guys, even in the small, most subtle ways. That's what, you know, should be the focus. That's what you should be working on. Take care of your energy, take care of yourself, be informed, don't be lazy, do the research. Zenny wants to say hello. Do the research. And is there anything else I want to say? This is getting long. So yeah, I hope this little talk was informative. Hopefully we can keep talking soon about more of these types of topics. Yeah.